guys. Good morning and welcome to GBN Live. I'm Todd Carpenter, your host. And if it's Wednesday, it's GBN Live. We want to make sure that we get you guys all the information you need on our members here with GBN. And we want to thank our sponsor, which is Grand Strand Law Group. They are your trusted choice. You can reach them at 843-492-5422. And they have offices in Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach. Guys, this week, if you are wanting to answer any questions whatsoever, make sure you type those in your comments, and you need to give StreamYard your permission through Facebook, which is StreamYard.com/Facebook, or when you start watching, just give the okay for them to see that. This week, we're happy to have with us Lynn Chavez, who is in our Networking Success Chapter up in the Greenville market. She is with ATeam Credit Card Processing and experts, and we're going to have her on here in just a minute. Guys, remember, if it's Wednesday, it's GBN Live. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right. Good morning. Hey, Lynn.
Good morning, Todd. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well. I guess I should go ahead and say early Merry Christmas. We're right around the corner.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I was hoping to come visit y'all in Myrtle Beach, but weren't able to get down there.
Yeah, well, hopefully you will soon. So, Lynn, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and family, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, actually, absolutely. I was born in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. My mom was going to university there, and then she ended up getting a college teaching position back in California. So we moved back. My dad worked for the state parks. And then I moved to San Francisco after college and met my handsome husband, Alex. We had our son, Sebastian, who's 10 years old now. And then we actually ended up moving to Portugal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I still know a little bit of Portuguese, enough to when I'm at a Mexican restaurant, sometimes I'll accidentally
enough to get you in trouble if you have
exactly,
to. Right?
Exactly. And so then we actually ended up moving to Simpsonville. We flew direct to Miami, and we went actually to Myrtle Beach. We were there 2 years ago for New Year's Eve. And now we're happy. We're here in Simpsonville, and our ATeam also includes my wonderful husband, Alex, and our genius son, Sebastian, and our biz brain mentor, Eric Eckloff. So there's 4 of us on our ATeam.
Oh, that's awesome. So all of you work in the business. So it truly is a family business, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, good. Well, tell us a little about the credit card process business and what makes you guys different from other ones.
I'd say really, Todd, the number one thing that makes us really stand out is our customer service. It's the best in the world. So every client of ours, every business owner has our cell phone numbers, and they can text or call us 24/7, 365 days a year, and you're actually talking to us, a live human. In fact, our ATeam meets every night, and our business owners know that they can go on Zoom with us. Even on Christmas Eve, we're meeting. It's a true family business. We have fun doing our business. The second really benefit of going with our ATeam is you're going to have next day funding. So when you wake up the next morning, the money is right in your bank account, which is really crucial for our businesses that are really relying on that cash flow. Third, we have the world's lowest fees. And fourth, it comes with all our business owners get a high-tech dashboard, so they could log on anytime and see all their transactions, their statements, their batches, their deposits. And we even have the flexibility of allowing our business owners to change processing systems. So this week we had one of our massage therapists contact us and let us know she's adding on a new booking software. So she's been taking payments in person. So we're going to add that integration into her booking software.
Oh, nice. That's great. So yet the technology in this field has changed so much over the last few years. But why would someone want to choose a family-owned business like yourself over maybe some of the larger companies? I know you were talking about customer service, but is there any other thing that you can add to that advice you give to potential clients?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could see with us, meeting every day and constant communication, our tight-knit family business is amazing. In fact, the ATeam kind of stands out. We have some veteran-owned businesses we process for the Navy League of South Carolina, and we like to say that we operate like a highly efficient Navy SEAL team representing the business's best interests. So when businesses text or call us, we wave our magic wand, we like to say, and resolve every situation fast and efficiently. So they really don't have to do anything. And we treat our business owners as if they're family too. So as I mentioned, they could text or call us 24/7. There's really no times that are off limits. And really, where can you get service like that in today's times?
That's true. So what actually brought you over to the East Coast? I know you said you had some business here, but being on the West Coast person, that's usually they don't move across the state. So what kind of prompted that, I guess?
Well, first we moved to Portugal because we wanted to give our son the kind of the European experience. We had a lot of friends in France and Spain, and so we thought we'd do some traveling. And then COVID hit, so that changed a lot of things, including our plans. So I remembered, actually, I had a good friend. Her and I were roommates in California years and years ago, and she had been telling me about Greenville, Todd, for 15 years. Come on, Lynn, you got to come out. It's great for business. So I remembered Greenville, and we had met a family in Portugal that had moved to Portugal from Simpsonville, ironically. So my friend Kelsey said, Lynn, I think you should go to South Carolina. So I looked it up online. I got in touch with my old roommate, Gina, who has one of the best Mexican Japanese restaurants in town. And she said, come on.
Tell me about that. So I'll be up when I come up there next, I can have dinner there.
Absolutely. Join our networking group for lunch there. We'll plan an outing.
Nice. Yeah, we started our first chapter in Greenville, I think it was July, maybe it was August. And we have 5 chapters up there now. We have the new one opening up in Greer, and we've got several other interests in the area. So we probably are going to be going down to Simpsonville, a little bit over to Spartanburg, maybe even a couple more in Greenville market here shortly. So that area is definitely growing. You're right. And I'm proud to say that as of this morning, GBN now has 589 members. So we have grown quite a bit since our 71 April 2021 when I took over. So we've definitely grown, that's for sure.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I really had the pleasure of meeting you probably about 2 months ago. I had happened to come to the GBN event through an invitation from a friend, and you happened to be there presenting. It was perfect timing.
Yeah. I think I even told you had to join that day or something like that.
Exactly.
And you did, so that's great. So we're happy to have you. We're going to dive into this a little bit more, but back on the credit card processing, how does somebody know, or how can they tell if they're saving money by using your service versus somebody else's service?
Yeah, that's a good question. So what we do first is we actually create a free cost savings analysis for them. You can see on my little background here. So the business can see the exact dollar savings before they do anything. So we'll take their recent transactions, their processing statement, and we'll run it through our robot as if we were processing those same transactions, so they could see apples to apples exactly how much they'll be saving. And then we like to say that, what's really valuable is when they see that CSA, the cost savings analysis, they see right away that we save a large percentage off from larger companies like Square and Stripe. And then we're on Zoom nightly, 7 to 10 p.m. So our business owners can freely come on to review their rate or anything else they'd like.
Oh, wow. Every night from 7 to 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
Christmas Eve.
Oh, don't get any sleep, do you?
We have fun. This is our business. It's our family time, actually. We love it.
Well, that's great. So let's talk about those fees a little bit. How are those determined? I know that you're starting to see some businesses absorb those fees for their clients, so they don't have to, or for the client or the customer doesn't have to pay those fees. How are those determined? And I'm sure that you guys have some cost savings ways that they can save money as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So first we have the traditional processing everybody's used to, and then we have the world's lowest fees for those. So we have about 30% of our merchants doing that. And then, like you mentioned, we have a new program where the business pays no fees at all. So the reason how we're able to get that is it actually came about during COVID. The credit card companies started, raising the rates, raising the fees that were being charged because they were offering more rewards, points, and miles. And so the business owners were having to pay a lot more in fees. So we have about 70% of our merchants doing that, where they pass the fee on to the customer if they're paying by credit card. If they're paying by cash or check, it's the same amount. Right. And so we're able to get the world's lowest fees because, that's the benefit of GBN. We really, use GBN as our form of advertising, really, because we don't pay for many forms of advertising, and our local agency model is able to keep the overhead costs to a minimum. And really, our processor is the fastest and most efficient in the world. And that really lowers your costs huge. Right. And like we talked about before, having that most advanced, login dashboard for our business owners, it really minimizes the calls to support. So all those, extra costs that bigger processing companies have to incur, we eliminate, and then we're able to pass that savings on to the business owners.
It is funny that you mentioned that about advertising with GBN, and a lot of members, I don't think, realize that it is advertising every week. There is no other platform out there that you can advertise on for the $195 for a whole year.
Absolutely.
It should be a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
So we're going to get into this a little bit more after the break, but I want to talk about whether somebody should rent, because you guys offer all the equipment. I mean, you even offer POS systems, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which is point of sale systems. That's your cash register, receipt printer, that kind of stuff that captures the credit card information, the whole 9 yards. And I believe somebody told me you even have a system that's similar to what you see Square offering now, where even restaurants can use it remotely. So if they have a delivery system and they food, they can capture the credit card at the customer's front door, right?
Right, that's right.
Yeah, somebody was telling me about that before. But so, do you think it's best if a business owner rents the equipment or buys the equipment?
We actually recommend to all our business owners to buy their equipment because we get it for them at wholesale prices. And in fact, I have one here. So majority of our users use what's called our B250 reader. It looks like this. I can hold it up there.
Oh, wow, that's tiny.
It's small, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. So actually, the majority of our business owners use that, and it costs $110. So it's one of the most.
Pays for itself in no time.
Exactly. So really, in at least a month's savings or less, with our cost savings analysis, then it pays for itself, and it's super easy to use. It just connects to your phone or your iPad, and then, like you mentioned, we do provide point of sale systems. So more expensive point of sale systems for restaurants, can certainly be rented. However, really the prices are coming down where buying may just be a better choice. And we help our business owners kind of make that determination. We'll show them the breakdown of the cost for buying versus leasing and kind of talk numbers there.
And so many of those systems can also integrate. So you can have a portable system and a POS system in the restaurant, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm telling you guys, the technology is going crazy. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about what other services Lynn and her company offers that's going to help you save money. So stick around. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Hi, I'm Justice Ann. I've been a canine liaison at Grand Strand Law Group for, 30 years? What's that? You don't believe me? I meant 30 dog years, of course. First rule of lawyering, read the fine print. Anywho, my humans at Grand Strand Law Group have a combined 20 years experience. I know, not as much as me, but that's in people years. So yeah, still pretty impressive. Real estate, estate planning, or probate, you need GSLG.
Grand Strand Law Group. Trust us, we have a dog.
Great Business Networking grew out of the idea that by creating lasting friendships within the community, we can make the community even better.
I was looking to network with professionals and to be able to refer my clients to somebody that I trust.
Well, it's really important to trust the members of the group because we really generate quality referrals, and to know somebody, be friends with them, and get that qualified referral is the key to success.
It is networking, but it doesn't feel like networking, and that is important to me. I come to the meetings, I have fun, I make great connections, and I help grow my business.
GBN, these are some of the best professionals in the market, and having that resource available to me, that's priceless.
Well, GBN is a network of business professionals that build long-lasting friendships that will not only grow my business, will grow yours as well. That's what referral marketing is all about.
GBN really is the most important marketing for your business. Check us out today. Hi, guys. Welcome back to GBN Live. I'm Todd Cartner, your host, and today we have with us Lynn Chavez, who is with ATeam Credit Card Processing Experts. They are out of Greenville, South Carolina, and I see Casey's watching today. How are you doing, Casey? Good to see you on here. And, guys, let me remind you, we want to thank our sponsor, which is Grand Strand Law Group. They have Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach. They want to be your trusted choice, and you can reach them at 843-492-5422. Or you can reach me online at grandstrandlawgroup.com. And we also want to remind everyone, if you have any questions for me, Lynn, or GBN, make sure you type them in the comments and we'll try to get them live on air. Lynn, let's talk about these value-added services that you guys offer, and what things are, or what's part of those value-added services that they can track their sales, how you know they're saving money, if there's any other thing that goes on with those. And we're going to get into a few others of these here in a minute too.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good question because like we mentioned before, we have really the high-tech dashboard that really sets us apart because our business owners are able to log into their dashboard anytime. So they could go on the first of every month and see all their monthly fees. And another value-added service on top of that is we, as their ATeam, at the end of every month, we review all of our businesses' rates to make sure that they are on track. Plus, we text them every month to check in. So on that dashboard, they could see all their statements, all their, deposit, their batches, their transactions. So there's full transparency. I come across a lot of business owners, and I'll ask, for their credit card processing statement, and they don't even know how to access it. I haven't seen it. They used to mail it to me. Now I think I'm supposed to get online. I have no idea. So, when we onboard our business owners right away, we walk them through what their dashboard looks like and how they could log on anytime. Oh, yeah. The volume is not working. Can you hear me, Todd? Oh, you can hear me. Okay. I can't hear you. Let's see. Settings. I'll try to mute and unmute.
I think.
There we go.
Can you hear now? Nope.
I plugged in here.
Take those out. See if that.
I did take it out.
Okay. Can you hear me now, Lynn?
Yeah, I can hear you, Todd. Thank you.
Okay, sorry about that.
No problem.
That's the joy of live shows. You always have technical issues sometimes. So I'm sorry. What I was saying is if talk about some of those value-added services, let's talk about ACH payments. And I know what those are because I've used them before. I still use them today. But explain that process and what they are and how that works with a consumer and a business.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you know, ACH, for those of you that haven't heard of it before, it stands for Automated Clearinghouse. And it's basically a network that's used to move payments electronically from one bank to another. So we have several merchants set up through ACH payments through our processors gateway. So we have a gym that's doing ACH payments. We have a new business actually here in Simpsonville that will be solely doing ACH payments. So you could do a combination of ACH payments and credit card payments. We also have a partner that's integrated into QuickBooks, and that saves businesses a lot of money for every ACH debit.
Sorry, I got a little dry there. Yeah, that's awesome. And a lot of times the banks don't charge if you process an ACH payment, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's neat. So cool. All right, tell us a little bit about this online ordering and like recurring billing and stuff like that, and then the fraud protection that will protect the business that goes in there. I know that was a mouthful, but I think they kind of go hand in hand. So with online ordering, that allows a client or a customer of yours to have an online store. It can even be a restaurant with their menu online as well, and then you could also set up recurring payments. So if you have subscription-based things or services such as that, tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, the online ordering is great. Especially during COVID, that came in
Sure.
handy big time. So we have partners that can set up online ordering for any business's needs, so restaurants or whatever that's doing any sort of online ordering. Recurring billing, we have several of our business owners that are using recurring billing options, and we set them up through our payment gateways that are really simple, very affordable. So like I mentioned, the gym memberships can be set up through recurring billing. We have several business coaches that set up their monthly coaching costs. So recurring billing is really handy to have. And it could be even in the form of a payment link that the business owner can text or email to their clients, and they can just pay through that payment link or QR code. In terms of fraud protection, I know that's really, really important for not only the business owner, but also for the customer. So we have fraud tools set up such as the CVV verification, so the CVV code on the back of the credit card, AVS, which is address verification service, tokenization, and we also offer the highest level of PCI compliance. And then we have, of course, like the verified by Visa, MasterCard secure code, and more.
Yeah. And each level of those is another level of protection for your client, which is cool.
Yeah.
I know that some people get a little frustrated when they have to put all that information in, but that just helps protect you and the business owner. So you mentioned the PCI compliant. All right, time for rapid fire questions. That's what rapid fire is. And we got questions through just to get a little different perspective on you and who you are. So, what was your first job?
Oh, my first job, actually, I worked at McDonald's.
Oh, wow.
I was trying to save up money for a summer trip through my high school. And so my parents said, if you get a job at McDonald's or someplace fast, and then we'll match whatever you earn.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So are you a night owl or an early bird?
I'm an early bird for sure.
Yeah. You go to bed early or you just get up early regularly?
I get up early. I try to go to bed early, but with our Zoom meetings, we're up brainstorming pretty late and having fun. So oftentimes that doesn't happen.
I understand. A dog or a cat person?
Dog for sure. We don't have one, but I had one growing up.
Yeah. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Oh, definitely dark chocolate. Oh, yeah.
I think most women like dark chocolate. The more that we ask these questions, that's what we're getting. So that's interesting. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. Yeah, there you go. Me too. Favorite word or phrase?
Favorite word. Oh, here we go. This is our inner what's it called? An inner joke, not inner joke, but kind of our saying in our ATeam. Are we having fun yet?
Yeah, there you go. Favorite movie or artist?
Ooh,
or actor, I guess I should say.
Can it be a band, music band?
Well, that's the next one.
Oh,
Is your favorite song or artist?
Okay, move.
Or you can group them in if it
Yeah,
all's one.
I like musical type movies. I can't think of the name, but there was a musical movie that was out a long time ago. And I love the Beatles. Love the Beatles.
Yeah, well, that's cool. What's your favorite vacation spot?
Oh, wow. Anywhere where we're with friends. I love the beach and the mountains. So kind of a little bit of both. Is there a beach that's backed up to the mountains?
Let's see, is there a beach or a mountain that has a beach as well? I don't
There
think
you
there's
go.
one around here, but I'm sure there is somewhere. Hawaii, maybe.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so thank you for playing fire with us. So what I was saying is, let's talk about that PCI compliant. One of the things that people can use to verify that the site is secure is when you go up into your browser, it'll say HTTPS before the domain name. That's one thing that tells you it's secure. And Google Chrome has just started putting that. If it doesn't have that, it puts a little gray box up there that says that this site is not secure. So that's excuse me. That's one way to know that whether your site is secure or not. But what does that PCI compliant mean to a business owner?
So it really is letting their clients or customers know that they're keeping their payment data safe. And what's nice about our processor is they make it so easy for our businesses to become PCI compliant. They create a questionnaire that's already pre-filled in for the business owner. And once a year, the business owner just simply needs to sign the form. And that actually avoids them paying the required $25 a month fee.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this business funding. What's that all about?
So ATeam has probably over a dozen sources now to get funding for businesses. So it could be used from startups to small businesses to growing medium business. And the process is really simple. It takes less than a day for an answer, and the money is available immediately. On our Facebook business page, you could get more details on this if you search for ATeam Credit Card Processing Experts.
Sorry, guys, I got a dry throat there for a minute.
No problem.
So is some of that tied into their credit card processing? So if they do X amount of dollars, that'll help them get approved for that loan?
We actually don't tie it into the payment processing. I think there's a couple bigger companies that do that. We don't like to do that because then, let's say, a lot of times what we're seeing, I don't want to name names particularly, but they'll lock you into a higher interest rate for that loan. And
Gotcha.
so we actually recommend that to keep those separate.
Well, that's cool that you offer that service too. And I know you guys help with marketing and do gift cards and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Lynn, we thank you for being a part of GBN. Thanks for joining us today. If you guys want to reach Lynn, you can reach her at, let me get her phone number up here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's Maureen. There we go. There's Lynn. You can reach her at 415-902-1937. That's 415-902-1937. Or you can go on Facebook and just search her, ATeam Credit Card Processing Experts, and you'll find her Facebook page there as well. And there's all kinds of cool things on there. There's some videos that you've done, and I was looking over that in the last couple of days and giving you some more information, which is pretty cool.
Thank you, Tom.
Steven's on there. Hey, Steven, how are you doing, buddy? He says, great job, Lynn. Good seeing you. Oh, there's Samantha. Hey, Samantha. She says, Lynn is the best. I appreciate you guys. And guys, next week, let's see who we got coming on. Actually, today, let's go with today. We have Maureen Kunzman, who is with an insurance group. She's going to be on at 11 o'clock. And then next week, we also have Tom Winslow that will be coming up at 10 a.m. And then at 11 a.m., we have T. Morris McCallum. So tune in next week for GBN Live. So before we go, Lynn, I want to talk about GBN and what referral networking means to you, and especially what GBN means to you as well.
Absolutely. You know, I feel so grateful, Todd, because we don't have family in the area. And really, I've been really counting on my my GBN Greenville Networking Success Group is my family now. They're not just friends and they're not just business connections. So we meet for coffee often, lunch, kind of spontaneously, just text each other, message each other. If anything's going on personal, life-wise, we're there to support one another. And so we truly support one another in growing our business. And I really appreciate them. And GBN, it's just amazing because it's this big network. Like you said, we have over 550 members now, but it feels like family too. So I visited a couple other chapters and just walk in and it's so welcoming and you just feel like you're, part of the family there. So I really appreciate that.
Well, we're glad to hear that. I'm so happy to have you as part of our family. And to you and your other family, all the other ones that work with ATeam, we wish you guys a Merry Christmas and y'all be safe if you're going to be traveling. And we'll see you soon because I got to get up to Greenville here shortly anyway because we're starting another chapter over in Greer.
Woohoo! I'll see you up here then soon.
That's right. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. And remember, if it's Wednesday, it's GBN Live. Y'all have a great week.